All right, folks, this is a Permobil F5VS for vertical standing. This is the baby that will stand you straight up in the air, and you can actually do a presentation standing up out of this chair. This chair is fully loaded. It has six functions. It has the 14-inch seat lift, the electric tilt, the electric recline, the electric legs, and it also has the interior tilt where the seat tilts forward, and it has a standing position. 6 electric functions on this chair. This chair has 0.9 miles, so we're going to say less than 1 mile. So this was delivered to a patient that was not able to use it. 1 mile on this chair. I think this chair is about a year old. So as you can see, it's a fantastic looking chair. The first thing we're going to do the seat lift. All the functions can be worked through the joystick or through the switch box. We're going to do the switch box right here, and it shows you the seat lift. So if I push this button right here, you will see the 14-inch seat lift. You're going to start about 22 inches off the ground. So 22, by the time it's raised up, you'll be at 36 inches. This is your 14-inch seat lift going up. And as you can see, it's a 3-point seat lift, so it gives you more stability. And you can still drive this chair with the seat elevated. So if I drive this chair, so it'll drive about 1.5 miles an hour. It's not a fast driving chair, but you can drive it with the seat elevated. So this is the seat lift. This is not the standing position. This is the seat lift right here. While we have the seat elevated, let's talk about the base. We've got a 14-inch front wheel drive chair. This chair is metallic silver, as you can see right here and here and here and here. Metallic silver. You can see the suspension for the back, suspension for the front. You got 2 sets of suspension on both sides of the chair. If I look at me shaking the chair, you can see the suspension moving. This is why when you go outside with this chair, it's like you're riding on a cloud. It just has a fantastic ride. You've got a motor behind here for each wheel. You got your levers right here. So if you need to put this chair in neutral, push the lever down. You're in neutral. To do both motors, you have a motor on this side, a motor on the opposite side. Put it back in gear, and you're back in gear. This chair weighs 425 pounds. So if you're sitting in the chair and you're pushing it with 425 pounds plus the weight of the user, it's not an easy chair to push because it's so heavy and so well built. Okay, so you've got you've got those front wheels over there. They're off the ground now, as you can see how high they are. But when the chair will stand later on, you'll see those wheels will go down and everything just adjusts. So this is your 14-inch seat lift that I just showed you right now. And as I said, you can drive the chair with the seat elevated. It's nice. You have a swing away joystick right here. This joystick can go on the right or you can switch it to the left with no problem at all. I'm going to bring the seat back down. The next thing we're going to do after this is the electric tilt, which is a function that a lot of people use. This would be your electric tilt. So this is your electric tilt going back. You can see how quiet that is. So this is your electric tilt right here going back. I'm going to bring the tilt back down. And we're going to do, while we have it tilted back, we're going to bring it back down. We're going to do next the interior tilt. So show you how the interior tilt works. I think the seat has to be elevated a little bit for the interior tilt to work better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise the seat up a little bit, just a few inches. Then I'm going to do the interior tilt, same button, but now I'm going to hit the forward part of the button. And now, look at this. This is your interior tilt right there. You've got about a 10-15% tilt forward to help you get out. So that would be it's called the anterior tilt. We're going to bring it back down. So now you're back to normal. I'll bring the seat all the way back down. The foot plate on this chair is it's 1 foot plate altogether. It's not 2 foot plate. They're connected together, which is nice. So when you flip this foot plate, you can see it's all 1 foot plate. Very nice on that. It's also an upgrade right there. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to do the electric recline. So this is your electric recline going back. I'm going to do the legs at the same time. So now, if I hit 2 buttons at once, I can do both of them at the same time. So now we've got the electric recline going back and the electric legs going up on this chair. Look how nice that is. And the seat, look how flat that is. This is your manual here. Look how flat that is. And these arms do move out of the way, so if you need to transfer, they move out of the way. I'm going to try to do something real quick here, see if it does it or not with this chair or not. See how loud you could tilt this, you could have your legs go higher. I'm tilting the bottom up right now. So if you wanted your legs higher than your body, you could do that. So that's why I wanted to see if it did it, and it does do it. So this chair has so many functions. So I'm going to bring everything back to normal. I'm going to bring the seat back up. Whoop, too many buttons here. Put the seat back down. Now we're going to bring the recline back up. Then we're going to bring the legs back down. Then we're going to proceed to the standing position. So we've covered the 14-inch seat lift, 14-inch seat lift. We've covered the electric tilt, the electric recline, the electric legs, and we've covered the interior tilt. Now, we're going to cover the standing position. I'm going to add so when you do the standing position, after you're in the chair, you have to make sure your knee brace is on, right here. Put your knee brace on, these are adjustable. You can adjust the height of these knee braces. You can also adjust the length right here if you need to be more. And make sure you have your chest strap on when you're going up. And then you would do the first button, which is the up position. And the chair will do all kinds of funky moves. It'll work itself all the way back up. So this one leans back first. And then it'll stand you up. So now you see the standing position going up. And watch these wheels go down here. See going down? Now they're going to be on the ground. Because you're going to be standing up with your weight towards the front. That gives you more leverage. And you're still going to be able to drive this chair with the seat elevated. So now we've got the seat. It will not be 100% straight. It'll be 90% straight once it's done. So this is your standing feature right here. That's just amazing, the stuff that these chairs do now. So well, you're almost straight. All right. And now you can still drive the chair. You can still drive the chair. The noise you hear is from my pad here. You can still drive the chair. Make sure your chest pad is on properly so you don't fall forward. You do have a waist belt, and you have your. All right, we're back. We had a little issue a second ago. The foot plate was all the way to the ground and was rubbing against my carpet, but my technician just told me that this is electric. There's a knob on here. Whoop, this is the horn. There's a position on here. You can extend those legs out. So, matter of fact, I'm going to do it just to show you. I got it on the legs. Watch, I can have these legs go up and down now. See how they're going down to the ground? And that's why the chair wouldn't move earlier, because it was stuck on the ground. But I can bring these legs up and down off the ground like this, depending on the height of the person who's using them. See this? Fantastic. It's amazing, as I said. I didn't know they had this on here. My technician just reminded me. So we've got the legs up at a certain point. So I was trying to show you earlier is this. It does drive. Now it'll drive much better. About 1.5 miles an hour when it's elevated like this. So if you want to do a presentation, you want to get around the room, you can drive your chair elevated. So you can see the chair right now is elevated. Let's look at the back of the chair. The back of the chair, you've got an attending control. So someone can drive this chair from here, because this will be lower when the seat is down. And you can drive the chair and do all the seating and the positioning. And you can see the back of the chair. There's no lights on this chair, we just have reflectors. There is a power knob here. When we ship these chairs, we turn the power off right here. There's a knob, it's on top. You got to put your hand in this slot, and you can feel it's on top. So this is where you would turn the power back on when you receive this chair. So right now, you're looking at the F5 with less than 1 mile, with the standing feature, the 14-inch seat lift, the electric tilt, the electric recline, the electric legs, and we have not even covered the seat yet. The seat on this chair right now, I'm going to let the seat go down and we'll talk about the seating system. It's a large seat. It's 20 by 20. So right now it's set up for a large person, 20 by 20. But if you needed the seat adjusted to 18 by 18 or smaller, we can adjust all that. You'd have to give us a call so we can fit the chair to your need. But all that can be adjusted. We can adjust all that. So now it's the wheels coming back off the ground. Now the seat will sit up. I mean, there's so much electronics in this chair, it's unbelievable. I just keep my finger on the button, it's doing all this by itself. So now we've got it all back here, back to almost normal. Alright, so I'm going to bring the back forward a little bit more. Alright, so I'm going to take the knee brace off. I'm going to bring the legs back down a little bit to normal ridings. Because this chair will go 7.5 miles an hour. Also, I forgot to mention, this chair goes 7.5 miles an hour, so it's a fast one. So the seat again is 20 by 20. It's a 20-inch back or a 19-inch back. The arms do flip up for easy exit. You can slide in from the side. There's a safety belt. The cushion can be removed. These are floating cushions, so this is a leather cushion. If you want to put your own gel, air, foam, you can put your own cushion on here. It comes with its own manual. It's got the owner's manual here for all the manuals are here for this chair. When you charge this chair, you take your Permobil charger. Take your Permobil charger, plug it in the bottom of your joystick, and as soon as the light turns green, you're fully charged. The charger will stop charging automatically. You'll get about 15 miles on a battery charge. That depends where you're driving the chair, the weight of the user, and what kind of surface you're on. So if you're looking for the most expensive wheelchair they make, which is the F5 standing, that's the most expensive chair you can buy. It has all the features. There's nothing missing on here. We can add lateral pads. If you need lateral pads on the side, we can add lateral pads. We can do a drink cup holder on this side. We can do a bag. We can add those little things to it if you need that also. But if you're looking for a beauty, for a nice F5 standing power chair with less than 1 mile on it, this would be the one to look at. And when I do the video outside, I think you'll be impressed. When I do the video, how well it rides, and how fast it rides, and it's ready to go. So that's what 7.5 miles an hour looks like when I went by. 7.5 miles an hour, fully loaded, power chair with less than a mile. Great ride, great suspension, ready to go. This is Marc with Marc's Mobility. We are a family-owned business for over 20 years. Thank you for watching this presentation. We have several other models available. If you have any questions, please call the number below, 800-677-6293. Thank you again for watching.